Hey guys, today's video is the second entry into my obscure cars from around the world series, and in this one we will be looking at 10 obscure American cars. Let me know if you guys want to see more entries into this new series, and any other suggestions or other things you'd like me to make videos on. With all that being said, let's get on to the video. Equus Bass 770. The Equus Bass 770 is a handcrafted American luxury muscle car produced by Equus Automotive. The Equus Bass 770's retro styling is based on a few muscle cars of the 1970s, such as the Pontiac GTO, Ford Mustang, and Dodge Challenger. At launch, there were 6 trim levels available for the Bass 770, and those were Accent, Accent Plus, Design, Design Plus, Edition, and Collection. Like the exterior of the car, the interior also features many styling cues from muscle cars of the past. Some of these include switches, a retro-styled steering wheel, and retro-spec gauges. Along with the retro touches in this car are some modern ones, like a GPS navigation system and infotainment system. It also has parking sensors. This car is made to be very lightweight, so it uses carbon fiber inlets, and the car's chassis and body are made of aluminum. Under the hood is the 6.2-liter LS9 supercharged V8 from the Chevrolet Corvette ZR1. This engine makes 640 horsepower and 605 pound-foot of torque. Power is sent to the rear wheels via a 6-speed dual-clutch transmission. This allows the car to get from 0 to 60 in just 3.4 seconds, and on to a top speed of about 200 miles per hour. The price to get one of these starts at around $250,000, and depending on the trim, can go for well over $500,000. This is a very cool obscure muscle car that I'm sure many people didn't know about. Consulier GTP. The Consulier GTP is a mid-engine, rear-wheel drive sports car that was manufactured by Mosler Automotive under its former name Consulier Industries. This car was produced from 1988 to 1993 and was available in both 2-door Targa top and 2-door coupe body styles, with most of its parts being sourced from Chrysler. It used 2 different engines, with those being 2.2-liter Turbo 2 and Turbo 3 inline 4s. It was built in 2 different series. The first series used the Chrysler 2.2-liter i4 Turbo 2 engine, which made about 175 horsepower. The second series used a more improved Turbo 3 Chrysler i4 engine, and this made 190 horsepower and gave the car a new top speed of about 155 miles per hour. The car weighed only 2,200 pounds, and its light weight was mostly due to the fiberglass and foam monocoque chassis, as well as the body being made of Kevlar and carbon fiber. The only 2 trims were the base model GTP Sport and the GTP LX, which was a luxury trim that added features like Recaro seats, Fittipaldi wheels, a sunroof, and leather upholstery. The GTP was actually fairly successful in the IMSA racing series for a few years thanks to the really great power-to-weight ratio it had. Production of this car ended in 1993 when the company was renamed to Mosler. It is believed that about 60 to 100 were made in total. Another cool fact I found about this car is that it was the first production car to go into production without using any structural metal for the body. Rezvani Tank. The Rezvani Tank is an armored car that has been produced by Rezvani for 2 generations. The first generation was introduced in 2017 and was built on the Jeep Wrangler's platform. The engine that was used for this generation was the 6.4-liter Hemi V8, which made 500 horsepower and 430 pound-foot of torque. The second generation tank was introduced in 2020 and used both the 3.6-liter Pentastar V6 and the 6.4-liter SRT V8. As of today, you can also opt for the 1,000 horsepower supercharged Dodge Demon engine. The only transmission option is an 8-speed automatic. It also has a lot of cool features, with a few of those being a thermal/night vision system, electromagnetic pulse protection, electrified door handles, a smoke screen, bulletproof armor, and tack deployment. It also comes with full-time four-wheel drive and powerful exterior LED lights. Interestingly, Rezvani also makes a 6x6 pickup version of this car, which is known as the Hercules 6x6. The base model tank with the V6 starts at $175,000 and can go up to almost $300,000 if you opt for the military edition. Youabian Puma. The Youabian Puma is an off-road sports car that was introduced at the Los Angeles Auto Show in 2013. It was created by Dr. Camby's Youabian, an LA cosmetic surgeon. This car was originally supposed to be an ordinary sports car, but they decided to make it an off-road one later on in its development. It has a rear-wheel drive layout, although the website says it is available in four-wheel drive. It uses a variety of parts from brands like Buick and Volvo. This car is powered by a Chevy LS7 V8, which makes 505 horsepower. The power is sent to the wheels via a 6-speed automatic transmission. Overall, this is a very odd and obscure American sports car. Shelby Series 1. For our fifth entry, we have a car from a more well-known car brand. The Shelby Series 1 is a roadster that was produced by Shelby American. It was intended to be a modern-day version of the iconic Shelby Cobra, although it did look a little different. It used a lot of parts from General Motors, and production of the Series 1 was largely overseen by them. The engine was Oldsmobile's 4.0-liter Aurora V8, which made 320 horsepower, although buyers could opt for a supercharger, which increased the output to 450 horsepower. Power was sent to the rear wheels through a 6-speed manual transmission. In total, only 249 Shelby Series 1s were made, all for the 1999 model year. Vector W8. The Vector W8 was a sports car that was manufactured by Vector Aeromotive Corporation from 1989 to 1993. This car was seen as one of the most advanced cars of its time, with fighter jet-like features and an aerodynamic wedge-shaped design. The car's body was made of Kevlar and lightweight carbon fiber, and actually used aircraft specification rivets in its assembly. The engine this car used was a 6.0-liter twin-turbocharged V8, which made a claimed 600 horsepower. It was also rear-wheel drive and used a GM 3-speed automatic transmission. It was claimed to have a top speed of around 242 miles per hour and able to get up to 60 in just 3.9 seconds. Although all this seems impressive, this car had many flaws. For example, when Car and Driver magazine attempted to test the W8 in 1991, they were unable to due to all three test cars breaking down. This led to many people believing the car was not tested properly by Vector. In total, around 17 Vector W8s were delivered to customers between 1989 to 1993. Shelby CSX. The Shelby CSX, or Carroll Shelby Experimental, is a limited production performance car that was based on the Dodge Shadow. The CSX was built in three versions: regular CSX form, CSXT, which was a special line created for the thrifty car rental company, and CSX VNT, which used variable turbine technology. However, we'll mostly be talking about the regular CSX. The CSX used a 2.2-liter Turbo 2 inline-4 engine, which made 175 horsepower and 175 pound-foot of torque. It was front-wheel drive and was only available with a 5-speed manual transmission. Only 750 were built. There was also 1001 CSXTs and 500 CSX VNTs, which made the grand total built 2,251 units. There wasn't a lot of available info on this one, but it seems like a fun performance car to drive. Studebaker Avanti. The Studebaker Avanti is a luxury coupe that was sold from 1962 to 1963. It was front-engine, rear-wheel drive, and was only available in the coupe body style. The only engine offered throughout the car's production run was a 4.7-liter V8, which made 240 horsepower, and there was also a supercharger that buyers could opt for. The transmission options were 3 and 4-speed manuals, as well as a 3-speed automatic. The Avanti model was discontinued in 1963 with the closure of Studebaker's factory, although it did live on in the form of modified variants like the Avanti II. Falcon F7. The Falcon F7 is a mid-engine, rear-wheel drive sports car that was produced by Falcon Motorsports from 2012 to 2017. It was only available in two-door coupe form with a removable roof section. This car had aggressive, sharp styling as well as a powerful engine. The engine it used was a 7.0-liter LS7 V8, which made 629 horsepower, and this power went to the rear wheels through a 6-speed manual transmission. This impressive power output allowed the car to get from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.3 seconds and on to a top speed of about 200 miles per hour. This car was only produced in 7 copies, and when it was available for purchase, it cost $225,000. This is by far one of the rarest cars on this list. Panoz Esperante GTR1 Road Car. The Panoz Esperante GTR1 Road Car is a road-going version of the Esperante GTR1 race car. It is rear-wheel drive and uses a 5.3-liter V8. This is an odd-looking car, but it's definitely my favorite on this list. And those are 10 obscure American cars for you guys. I just got a new microphone a few days ago, so hopefully the audio in this video is better than it was in previous ones. Let me know what things you'd like me to make a video on next, and if you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.